isn't public access in here.
Yeah, but I'm in conversation with her.
I know, but this isn't a public access area, so if you can just head out into here for me.
I'm in the middle of a conversation. This is so that I can have a private conversation. Yeah, but I'm having a private conversation with him.
Okay, you're not at the minute though, so if you could just head out on here, because this is a private room. Thank you very much.
Sure. Right. What's your name again, sorry?
As I said, Tony.
Tony and Lucy, was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
And you're 8013.
7536.
And you want to know how I managed to get through there?
Yeah.
Why are you so curious about that?
See, are you not going to tell us? I mean,
area.
ultimately, we can look at the cameras. If you can tell us, that would just be quicker for everyone involved, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't see why I need to tell you.
Okay, well, we'll wait on you.
Why are you so curious about that then?
Because it's a locked room, that's all.
Maybe I've got superpowers.
Do we know who can access the cameras in the front office? Staff, I don't know.
The way these officers reacted, you'd think Brett had slipped past biometric scanners and security beams, but all he did was open a closed, unlocked door with zero signage. In policing and premises law, that matters. If there's no warning and no barrier, a member of the public has no reason to assume the room is off limits. Brett didn't force entry, didn't bypass anything, didn't ignore any instruction. The truth is simple. If the police expect a room to remain private, it's their job to lock it. They didn't. That's a failure of procedure, not a crime. The fact they escalated by trying to check cameras instead of admitting their own negligence shows exactly why this whole situation spiraled.
Have you just come out of custody?
No.
No.
Well, I did go and see custody.
You want to go see her?
Yeah, I was just having a look round.
Did they help you?
Well, she opened the door for me. But I was having a look round.
I think we just need to make sure that this door is secure, that's really...
Yeah.
Because you're not committing any offences, so we just need to make sure that the door is secure, that's all. I wonder if it's just been left slightly...
But that's just a private room, isn't it? So you can have a private conversation rather than having a public one out there.
Into it, were you? I'm out of the police station. Don't want you in the police station.
Why not? It's a public building.
I think you've got bail conditions not to be in them.
No, I haven't.
You've got a CBO condition, have you not?
No.
What have you got then?
Nothing at all. What's CBO stand for?
Human behavioural order.
No, I haven't.
My colleague's just going to get some details. And we'll work it out from there.
How are you? How can I not be allowed to go in a police station then? It's like not being allowed in a hospital if you had a road accident or something. If I've got business to be in here.
1. The male officer refuses to let Brett back into the police station, a public building, based on nothing more than, I think you've got a CBO. He hasn't even confirmed it yet, with a colleague checking his details. He just acted on a hunch and treated it as if it were established fact. You don't restrict someone's access to public services on a guess, especially when the person is literally telling you they're waiting for a specific officer they were already speaking to. A criminal behavior order is a serious post-conviction court order that places strict restrictions on someone's movements and activities. You don't just think someone has one. You must know because getting it wrong means unlawfully denying a perfectly innocent person their rights. What's your business to being there?
What's your business to be in there?
Well, I have got business to be in there.
What's your business?
I'm inquiring and following up about an illegal arrest.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well that remains to be seen, doesn't it?
What, as to whether it was illegal or not? You know my name, do you?
Yeah.
Because obviously that gentleman in there, he's very polite actually and very helpful. He knows who I am. What would happen if I went in the police station then?
You'd be breaching whatever order it is that you've been given.
Well, I haven't been given any orders. When you get, just tell me how you get given the order, because as far as I know, there's no order. But how would it have been presented? In some sort of document form, wouldn't it?
Usually, yeah.
And I'd have had a bit of paper or a bit of writing on there saying...
Or you may have been to court.
No, I haven't been to court. Only in jury service. I'm allowed in the police station until you can prove that otherwise, aren't I?
Brett does the officer's job for him, and the logic is bulletproof if a criminal behavior order exists. It comes from court. It's recorded and it's served. You'll have stood before a magistrate or been properly notified, and you'll have paperwork spelling out the terms. By calmly asking, how would I get it? Would I have been given documents? Brett forces the only sensible answer. If none of that happened, you've got the wrong person or no order. Before blocking access, he should have 1. Verified identity properly with full details, 2. Run the system for a live CBO against that person, and 3. Confirm service and terms. Code A/G standards demand evidence-led action, not speculation.
At the moment, no, because we don't want you in there just at the moment.
Why not?
Because we believe that you're breaching a community order.
Community order?
Yeah.
How else would the community order work then? So, for example, would it be for like antisocial behaviour or...
I believe so. I haven't seen the order myself.
Yeah, there would be. What I'm getting at is there would be a reason would there as to why you're not allowed to do something. Is that right? Yeah, and that would be down there as well. What sort of things could you be given that sort of?
There's a multitude of things.
Oh, go on. These are what I'm interested in. Hiya.
Hello. Can I just confirm your name is Julian?
Some people call me that. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Julian, the time is 1:15 p.m. I'm arresting you on suspicion of breaching your community protection order by
I've got community protection
by being
order.
in less than 100 metres from a police station. I'm also arresting you on suspicion of being found in an enclosed premises. You do not have to say anything that may harm defence. You do not mention one question, something which later will lie in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah. But
So you're under arrest now, so you're not allowed to fight.
She asks, "Your name's Julian?" And Brett replies truthfully, "Some people call me that." That answer should have been her cue to verify everything properly. Full legal name, spelling, date of birth, confirmation checks, the basics of policing. Instead, she treats a casual nickname like a legally confirmed identity and jumps straight to arrest. It's a catastrophic failure of procedure, and the charges she invents are even worse. She arrests Brett for breaching a community protection order, but then she throws on being found in an enclosed premises which collapses instantly under her own words.
I think we just need to make sure that this door is secure. That's really...
Yeah.
Because you're not committing any offences, so we just need to make sure that the door is secure, that's all.
She admitted the door wasn't locked. She admitted he hadn't forced entry. She admitted no crime had taken place. Then she arrests him for the exact thing she'd already confirmed wasn't an offense.
so what happened was I was arrested. They used force against me and put me in cuffs and bent my fingers back. They stuck me into the back of the police van and took me around to the custody place where I was told that I'd breached a behavioural order and I'd got into a secure area. Well, I protested my innocence and they looked into it and discovered that they'd arrested the wrong person, that there's another person with my name and date of birth who had a behavioural order against them, and they thought that that was me, and like I say, arrested me for it. And then this secure area I got into, well, the door was ajar. It's in the public foyer where you have a private conversation with the police staff.
Brett was hauled off to custody like a dangerous offender, all based on an identity they never properly confirmed. Once he got there, the truth unraveled instantly. The person they wanted has the same name and date of birth, but isn't Brett. That alone shows how recklessly they acted. They arrested a man on nothing more than a guess with no verification, no due diligence, and no basic safeguarding against misidentification. And then comes the final embarrassment. They accused him of entering a secure area. But even in custody, they had to acknowledge what Brett had been saying all along. The door wasn't locked. It was ajar, because it's the public privacy room, a space designed for members of the public to have confidential conversations with staff. By the time custody staff realized he was completely innocent, the damage was already done. Unlawful arrest, pain from the handcuffs, and a total failure of professionalism from start to finish.
In the police station there, I had a legitimate reason to be in there. I wanted to talk to them about the previous case. Guys in the custody suite, to be fair, are nice guys. Big up Graham in the custody. But they released me, saying they'd checked the CCTV footage and seen that the door was ajar, and I just pushed the door open and went in. So it wasn't a secure area. So that's that, really. Pretty shocking to get arrested, though, for that, isn't it?
Brett's reply exposes the reality better than any breakdown ever could. Someone asked how with today's tech police could possibly arrest the wrong man inside their own station, and Brett drops the mic £7,000 plus fees, likely over £20,000. That number tells the whole story. You don't fork out 20 grand unless the arrest was embarrassingly indefensible. The officers didn't just get it wrong. They got it wrong so badly that the only escape route was to quietly shovel taxpayer money at the problem and hope no one notices what an amateur hour disaster it was. What makes this incident so wild is how preventable every single part of it was. Brett wasn't aggressive, wasn't disruptive, and wasn't sneaking around. He simply stepped into an unlabeled, unlocked privacy room that the police themselves failed to secure. Yet instead of treating him like a member of the public waiting to see an officer, they treated him like a suspect in a manhunt. When a mistaken identity began to unravel, the officers had multiple chances to stop, think, and recheck. Brett asked sensible questions. How would I receive this order? What documentation? And each one should have been a flashing red light to the officers that they had the wrong person. Instead, they doubled down. One moment, the female officer admits he's not committing any offenses. The next, she's slapping handcuffs on him for 2 offenses he didn't commit. And the ending proves exactly that. A payout climbing past £20,000 once fees were added. Is the kind of settlement forces offer only when they know they've got no leg to stand on. Brett got justice, and rightly so, but the public paid for the police's mistakes. Another case that shows why competence isn't optional in policing. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Thanks for watching.